The year is 1998. Toho is incredibly pissed off because of that other movie and have decided to go back into what made their company what it is today and bring some honour back into the King of the Monsters. So they came back and made another Godzilla movie. So this is Godzilla 2000, released in 1999. Roll the credits. So our movie begins with a father and his young daughter helping out a news reporter get some pictures about a certain someone. You see, the father and daughter are part of a Godzilla Prediction Network. Their job is basically to be like storm chasers for Godzilla. But here's the thing, they're supposed to predict where they think Godzilla is and when he might attack. Kind of like a weather forecast. And as you can see from our 5-day Godzilla forecast, we're all gonna die! And guess what? They're right, because guess who shows up wanting to play fetch a ship? Whoa! Jesus, those titles nearly took my head off. Just as a side, I'm not sure about this theme. It kind of sounds like the trumpet is bored. Anyway, Godzilla starts doing what he does best and the GPN give chase and end up meeting the king face to face. And then piss him off, so he tries to kill them. And can I just point out this is great parenting, bringing a 12-year-old to meet the king of the monsters? And then what happened? Yeah, they set up this Godzilla chasing them scene just to cut away, and when they cut back, they have just escaped, and we never find out how they escape. I mean, it's kind of like if you were watching a Friday the 13th part, I don't know, like 24, and there was a chase scene where some girl was running for her life from Jason, and they just cut away from the middle of the chase to somewhere else, and in the next scene, she's happy and fine. You'd be annoyed that you didn't see how this whole getting away from death scene worked out. So the important cutaway was about some business dude and his assistant talking about some meteorite that they have found in the ocean. And they're going to start bringing it to the surface. Anyway, Godzilla is busy doing his thing, destroying Japan, like it's no tomorrow. And it's just always fun to watch. We also get some nice perspective shots of Godzilla and the GPN following him.
Does that help any?
And I'm the imbecile?
Wah, wah, wah. People are dying. Anyway, the next day, the little girl wearing her own Steven Universe t-shirt gets the news reporter to join the GPN. And it's clear from this scene that the 12-year-old is the only adult in this room. The father is one of those so blind by his work he can't see what's right in front of him type, and the news reporter lady is just an idiot. Anyway, they hear news that Godzilla is heading south, and they go follow him. But not before some more out-of-place comedy. While that's going on, Business Guy and his men start to bring up the meteor, and looking at it, mate, are you sure you haven't just found one of Godzilla's leavings? So the meteor starts to pull itself out of the water by itself and starts giving us some strange energy readings. Also, while they try to drill into the meteor, they keep getting stopped by something which is much more solid inside, which means they jump right into it's a UFO. I mean, like, just right away. Anyway, business guy heads off to where Godzilla will be attacking next to meet with the GPN, and also you can kind of tell from the scene what kind of character this guy will be.
Well, you couldn't care less. You just want to kill him before we fully analyzed him.
Hi, I'm Bob Evil.
While that's going on, the turd meteor starts rising with the sun, I guess to absorb its power. Back with the military and business guy, the army general lays out the plans to deal with Godzilla, claiming they've made a new type of armor-piercing missile that is guaranteed to cut right through Godzilla.
It's so powerful it can penetrate any known material. I guarantee it'll go through Godzilla like crap through a goose.
I mean, we're the military. We always take down Godzilla. Every single plan we've used against him has always worked 100%. We've always beaten Godzilla. We've never failed. Godzilla makes his appearance and the military, in some pretty bad green screen and CGI, attack him. And what do you know, these new missiles that were guaranteed to work barely hurt him. So as Godzilla's busy being annoyed by the military, the giant UFO starts flying off and ends up finding the king of the monsters, and begins to scan the Big G's DNA. Is that a giant flying... Oh god, is that Ghidorah again? So the UFO starts firing at Godzilla to try and kill him, and of course he doesn't like that, and fires back, revealing that there is metal inside the rock. So why was the UFO after Godzilla? Well, actually, I think this is the first movie to explain why Godzilla can take so much punishment and barely have a scratch on him. You see, to put it in layman's terms, Godzilla is Wolverine. Like Wolverine, Godzilla has incredibly fast regenerative cells that can heal any damage he might take, incredibly quickly. Now I'm wondering what Professor X is going to have to do to get Godzilla to join his mutant X-Men. Hello, I'm Charles Xavier. I run a school for gifted people such as you. Oh well, you tried. So yeah, the UFO is after Godzilla's cells so it can become the greatest power in the universe or something. Speaking of which, the military start examining the UFO, which seems to have turned off because the sun has gone down.
The clouds are clearing, sir.
Yes, I know. But that thing's tied down with electromagnetic cables. Even if it wakes up, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and given how sure you were that those missiles from earlier would destroy Godzilla, I have 100% confidence in what you say, sir. 100% confidence, sir. So the UFO gets free and the rocks around it fall off, and it heads into the city, parking itself happily on the tallest building in Japan. Everyone is ordered to evacuate, but the idiot reporter woman is more interested in getting her big scoop, and it has to be dragged out of the building kicking and screaming by other reporters. She's kind of like Lois Lane, but without the intelligence. The UFO starts hacking computers to find out as much as it possibly can about Godzilla. However, this is Japan, so I'm just wondering how much hentai this UFO has seen now. Let's see, accessing the internet and oh god. Oh my god, what are they doing to her? Oh god, that's an octopus. Oh god, you humans are sick, I'm killing you all. So the news reporter goes back into the building to try and find out why the UFO is so interested in Godzilla. Just as the military go and plant bombs to blow up the building. When the GNP guy and his daughter find out, they also head into the building to save her. So the evil military guy finds out about the GNP still being in the building and decides to just screw it and blow up the building anyway. And what do you know, the explosion doesn't even dent the UFO. Wow, sir, that's 3 for 3 of your plans that you said would work, not working. Why are you in charge again? While that's going on, Godzilla shows up. Yeah, the military just kind of forgot about him, and heads towards the UFO to do battle. The UFO starts taking control of the city's electrical cables to start and try to tie up Godzilla. Must be something he learned from watching all that hentai. The two do battle until the UFO drops a building on Godzilla. And as the big G is pinned down under the weight of the building, the UFO starts to extract some of Godzilla's DNA to create its own monster, with regenerative abilities. First it's some kind of tentacle squid looking monster, but then it mutates into... Orga. Oh, and while that's happening, Godzilla blows the hell out of the UFO. So now, with a new monsters to beat up, Godzilla and Orga start to fight. And it's a decent battle. I guess the only problem is, looking at Orga's monster suit, it's very bulky and large to really do many moves with. I think that's why the UFO, being mostly blown up, is still able to fight, so it's sort of like a 2 versus 1 fight. But soon the UFO is destroyed once and for all. But Orga starts to take a bite out of Godzilla and suck more DNA, becoming more like a Godzilla clone. So that would be Space Godzilla. As the fight goes on, Godzilla gives Orga a beating, but Orga can regenerate as fast as Godzilla, so there's not really much he can do. Soon, Orga goes all snake-like and tries to eat Godzilla whole to become perfect. So thinking about it, Orga's kind of like a giant Godzilla-sized version of Cell from Dragon Ball Z. But unlike those androids, Godzilla knows how to fight back and blows the hell out of Orga, winning the battle and saving Japan only so he can destroy it and kill the evil military dude.
Godzilla!
Acting!
But then why? Why does he keep protecting us?
Yeah, lady, he's really doing a bang-up job protecting Japan. Well, that was Godzilla 2000. It's okay. I mean, the Godzilla and Orga suits are really nicely made, and so are the city miniatures that get blown up and destroyed. That being said, the CGI is kind of terrible, especially for the UFO, and the music is really bad as well. The fight scenes are decent, but nothing really to write home about, and really the real problem I think are the main characters. There's nothing really interesting about them, apart from the 12-year-old. I mean, that being said, the 12-year-old acts like an adult, and the adults in this movie act like children. So really, I would only recommend you watching it if you really want to watch every single Godzilla movie ever made. It's okay. That being said, next time we really go up in quality as we go out for giant monsters all-out attack.